Netherlands vs England, super substitute Watkins sends the Three Lions to the Euro 2024 final. In a tournament where Gareth Southgate has been repeatedly criticized for his mediocre match management, the England manager struck gold when his 80th-minute double substitution inspired a 2-1 win over the Netherlands in the semi-finals of the Euro 2024 Championship. After a 1-1 draw in Wednesday's match, Southgate decided to bring on Ollie Watkins and Cole Palmer. Harry Kane left the match after cancelling out the lead scored by Xavi Simons in the 18th minute, and Phil Foden, who was England's most prominent player. This was a bold move by a coach who was ridiculed for his reluctance to make proactive changes from the touchline. As the match approached extra time, Palmer spotted Watkins speeding into the space behind the Dutch defense and passed him a perfect pass. Watkins, who scored 27 goals for Aston Villa last season but was largely on the bench in Germany, touched the ball and fired a low shot past goalkeeper Bart Verbruggen to lead England to the final on Sunday against Spain in Berlin. This will be England's second consecutive final in the European Championship after losing to Italy at home at Wembley Stadium 3 years ago. They also reached the semi-finals, 2018, and quarter-finals, 2022, in the World Cup under Southgate's leadership. Captain Keane paid tribute to the man who replaced him, and looked forward to an incredibly difficult match against the impressive Spanish side. Kane told ITV, "We made history. An amazing achievement. I'm so proud of everyone. Every player and every member of staff, I'm so proud of them. What we did away from home is really special. There's a feeling that there's one goal left and we have to go to do that. We talk about preparation. We're a big preparation team. When it matters, you might get 5 minutes or 1 minute, but you can make the difference, you can win us the championship." Watkins was waiting, he was patient. What he did was fantastic and he deserved it. Especially in the first half, we had great control of the game. In the second half, there was some fatigue in some players' legs. Overall, I think we deserve to win. Now we have another incredibly difficult game. Another game to make history. That's what gets us excited. It's been a tough trip, but there's another game, 90 minutes, 120 minutes, penalties, whatever it takes, we'll be there. I'm looking forward to it, till then. It's rare for English fans to outnumber the Dutch in such an important match, but it was the Dutch who dominated the stands at Borussia Dortmund's Signal Iduna Park. An estimated 100,000 fans streamed across the border into neighboring Germany, and Dortmund's famous yellow wall continued to pulse orange throughout the match. And it didn't take long for their team to reward them for it. The ball raced forward in an early melee, and Mark Guéhi produced an unconvincing header that put Declan Rice in trouble. Rice hesitated, slipped and was robbed by the aggressive Simons, who raced into free space and fired a ferocious strike into the top corner. England seemed to perform at their best when trailing in this tournament, and that's the case again here. Kane tested Verbruggen from distance and then fired over the bar after one of many dangerous passes from Bukayo Saka. But just as the Dutch breathed a sigh of relief, referee Felix Swyer was called to the pitch side monitor to review the video technology. The footage showed a violent intervention on Kane by Denzel Dumfries, and the England captain succeeded in scoring the resulting penalty kick. Was it a harsh penalty kick for the Dutch? Sure, but England were level and were soon in the lead. Foden was next to burst into life as he danced through the Netherlands' defense, with acrobatic movements of the hips and agile footwork as he pressed the ball through the legs of an exhausted Verbruggen only to see his shot clear off the goal line. Dumfries then headed a corner kick against the run of play, but Foden launched a quick attack and shot a curling ball that hit Verbruggen's right post from a long distance. Confidence prevailed over the Manchester City player and he quickly tested the Dutch goalkeeper with another low shot. England were dominating the midfield battle, so when Memphis Depay was taken out of the game, it was clear that Netherlands coach Ronald Koeman recalled pivotal midfielder Joey Furman to replace his injured striker. For England, Luke Shaw came on as a substitute for Kieran Trippier in a second half that started at a steadier pace after pushing and pressing in the first 45 minutes, with the Dutch midfield managing to limit the flow. After being the second-best team for periods, Koeman's team began to pose a greater threat. Dumfries went close again before Jordan Pickford made another save from Virgil van Dijk from a free kick. England needed a morale boost, and after Saka's goal was disallowed for offside, manager Southgate sought to regain momentum by bringing on Watkins and Palmer in place of Kane and Foden. The Dutch threatened the counter-attack through their replacement striker Fat Weghorst, who was blocked by Ju while trying to finish off a smooth move. But when extra time approached, the decisive moment in the match came when the substitutes sent the ball to Palmer, who passed it to Watkins, who brilliantly shot it into the far corner of Verbruggen's goal.